Acceleration. In the way that I'm hijacked by certain songs and parachuted back, the word acceleration catapults me to a Form 2 physics bench. I'm nearly getting it, weighing up velocity versus rate, when some Egypt switches on the Van de Graaff generator and gets a bigger Egypt to stand beside it, and, the moment gone, I'm condemned to a lifetime of hazily grasping mechanics. Like all the other peaks, I swear I would have conquered if mist hadn't swung in at the last minute. A dishonest metaphor. I get vertigo. Though it segues into Hopkins, whose mind had mountains, cliffs of fall. Mine has potholes, hence the sudden jolts, spilled ribbons of memory. It's the randomness of their anastomoses that I'm preoccupied with. But not today. Not here on this mountain road from Pettigo to Lackey. Its strike-marked dips, testament to overloaded boots, velocity and ipso facto momentum. I'm watching the rate the needle moves on the speedometer when Que Sera Sera comes on. And I sing along and enter into the spirit, the jouissance, Doris, the squiffiness of nearly but not quite knowing, and I'm putting the boot to the floor, scattering loose chippings, their ping-along thingness setting in turn a word and its inscape twanging. Consolidation for Stephen and Catherine. Some sunny, empty afternoon, I'll pull our decades' worth and more of cowrie shells, gathered from that gravel patch on Inishkeel and stowed, undated, in jars, wine glasses, bowls, tins, sandwich boxes, sandwich bags, shorts pockets, and car boot recesses. Now that none of us remembers which year, who found the biggest, the smallest, whether the day was balmy or mizzly or windswept, whether we were bucketless, shoeless, if there were jellyfish, a sloop at anchor, whether we went beyond and braved nettles, thistles and cowpats to turn pilgrim among church ruins and rudimentary angels carved on grave slabs, whether, heads down like crazed prospectors, we left it almost too late to beat the tide. They are the unstrung beads of a frayed timeline, and if, on a visit home, you find me sitting at the conservatory table, school ruler in hand, arranging rank on rank of cowrie shells, now by size, now by colour, a flesh-to-grey spectrum, looking for the point at which warmth gives way to ashen. I think I'll leave a gap there. Don't think me too maudlin. It is simply a nod towards jigsaws and crosswords past, to red-ups and red-outs. For these emblems of integrity, survivors of swell and storm, can surely bear the weight of symbolism, metaphor, memory, and this rejoinder, this late thought. Only from disorder can order be harvested. Deduction. Not the white fly, nor the vine weevil, nor the mealybug, nor the scale insect, nor woolly aphid, nor other viviparous aphid, nor spider mite, nor any sapsucker per se, but rather, one senses, the leaf miner, lover of lamellae and interstices, burrower between the host leaf's top and bottom sheets. Yes, the leaf miner, with its green-tinted, soft-focus view of the garden. Engineer of the long and winding blister of its own meanderings. Least among pests, the leaf miner is surely the apprentice poet of the piece. Gradation. The setting sun accentuates a day's activity in sand shadows that soften, resolving footprints into anonymous hollows. Mini avalanches subtract the who, why, and when. The strand relaxes, easing itself into oblivion. Recuperation. Whether to put the tulips or the lilies centre table is the day's dilemma. Whether to consolidate. Except tulips are tulips, too self-possessed to cohabit. The lilies were there first. They're already bunched, oriental with still in bud longiflorum. Should the new usurp? Darlings, I've come over all Mrs. Dalloway. I'm dreamily Virginia tinged in this post-anesthesia lassitude. Day 4. Even flower placement defeats me. It's as if my brain's shrink-wrapped. That or I'm sitting on its doorstep waiting for somebody else's key. See how cut tulips right themselves, taking their bearings less from light than from gravity. Valediction. She irks at first, her business-like brusqueness dismissive of my anemone rudbeckia patter, my suggestions for mid to late season colour. She declares no interest in perennials that aren't in flower before the end of June. I imagine her Mediterranean summer, her abandonment of us to our weathers. But then she explains, and I'm her disciple, filling her trolley with geum, aquilegia, doronicum, bleeding heart, blue geranium, oriental poppy, lupin, Jacob's ladder. Small talk over, I'm rushing her through the till, out to the car where her mother sits, eyes too blue against translucent, jaundiced skin. She smiles at me, nods approval at the plants, at my way with her demanding daughter. To my all the best, I append a mock salute, and through the dust their wheels cast up, the little granted between April showers. I watch them cross the traffic, take the outside lane. It's been 5 summers. I'm still waving at them.